D-Unit run things. Whole league no things. 3 big sides in his hand. Whole crowd sing his name. Madison Park, crowd so loud. Dolleton jump, Breedle proud. 1 man chill on the touchline still. 3 teams move, how he will beat Rahi quick. Beat Morant clean. Look, Avi, how feel the heat. Every ground, same story again. Scoreboard light up his name. D-Unit, D-Unit. Greatest of all time. Running 3 clubs on the same headline. From South Park Road to Breedle Sky. Bellyton dance with a rivals cry. D-Unit, D-Unit. Thunder in the stand. Boss of the league with the master plan. Raise your hands high when the teams walk through. Everything win when he points at you. Everything win when he points at you. One out front, ice cold calm, 1/2 chance, hit like a storm, net shake mad, crowd jump fence, hold back line, lose their sense, roll take a ball when the South Park sun, last home game but the work all done, legend walk slow, tears in his eye, D-Unit, clap with a fist up high, D-Unit, greatest of all time. Running 3 clubs on the same headline. From South Park Road to Breedle Sky. Bellyton dance with a rivals cry. D-Unit, thunder in the stand. Boss of the league with the master plan. Raise your hands high when the teams walk through. Everything win when he points at you. Everything win when he points at you. D-Unit. Who beat Murat? D-Unit. Luca Navi. D-Unit. Ox the league. Who run it? 3 big badges, 1 big brain. 3 home crowd scream his name. From first kick off to the last full time. He rewrite the history line. D-Unit. D-Unit. Greatest of all time. Running 3 clubs on the same headline. From South Park Road to Breedle Sky. Dolleton dance when the rivals cry. D-Unit. D-Unit. Thunder in the stand. Boss of the league with the master plan. 1 score, 1 wave, goodbye, fight 2. Whole world know that he built his crew. Everything win when he points at you. Everything win when he points at you.
Hello, ladies and gents. Yeah, I found the music between now and the last deadline stream, and yes, I've actually had a pretty good day. I'm not going to lie. I've watched the goal that Munoz got for Colombia in where Diaz literally teed him up. Unfortunately, I was stuck in a meeting for the entire duration of what felt like from that moment onwards, from halftime onwards. And then I came back and I was like, surely they kept the clean sheet. And then I was like, oh, no, they didn't. But then I saw that Diaz obviously got himself a goal. So I was pretty happy at the end of the day. 108 points all up, which leaves me with a rank of 23,000. I think I've actually got it on the screen above me. I think with a little bit of luck. Yeah, 23,436. And all I can say is thank you very much. People that helped me pick the team of match day 1. I don't even know where I would have gone, but some of the picks you guys came up with were really good picks. Like Dest for the USA. I think he's still under like 5% ownership, 3.2%. He's got Australia next. I think he's going to cook against Australia. Like legit, I've got no worries about that at all. Vasquez, I've got a problem. I think Korea scored multiple goals tonight. I think that we're going to look at my score predictions in a minute. I'm going to bring them up on screen. Make sure you join the Score Predictor League as well. There's a link in the stream description. But yeah, in the end, how did I end up? Let's have a look at how we actually ended up in round 1. So there we go. That's the team I ended up with. I ended up playing a 5 at the back. Sadly, none of my goalkeepers came in. That was slightly disappointing. But all the defenders returned. Munoz 9, Kukurea 7, Dest 9 with obviously the scouting bonus, Kimmich 8, Vasquez 9 with the scouting bonus. Then I had Diaz with 11, Musiala with 9, Elise with 6, Bruno Fernandes with 3, the only disappointing outfield player. And Portugal, I'm going to talk about them a little bit. They were underwhelming. And obviously I played I played the captaincy move on manual sub game, and eventually Haaland got 17 points, and there was no need to take that on because I think that there was only one person that beat him the entire match day, and that was Lionel Messi, who wound back the clock with a superb hat-trick, it has to be said. But then again, I felt like he was kind of stat padding. Obviously on the bench there, I left crickets. McTominay 3 points, Schick with 2, Ozabayar with 2, and Nyland 2. Do I wish I'd gone with different forwards in match day 1? The answer is yes. I still think that the forwards in general look okay this week, but I'm going to make some moves. I'm probably going to take a hit, and I'm going to play the 12-man. I think the smart decision, in my heart, I want to play the 12th man on Ronaldo, but I watched the Portugal game, and as much as I hate agreeing with Rahi, Ronaldo didn't look very good. He didn't look very good, and I don't know if I can go there, is the honest answer. Anyways, 103 for me. Get your score, by the way, for your match day 1. Get your score in the chat. I'm intrigued to know what everyone got. 82 points, looking at -9, playing 12 man on Kane or Elise. Kane looks amazing. I was gutted. I had Kane and Elliot Anderson in my original draft for match day 1. And when Kane scored a brace, I was like, oh, God, I could have had him instead of these frauds, Schick and Ozabayal. The way England played, I don't think they're going to keep a clean sheet, so I've got no interest in the defenders. But from an attacking perspective, I mean, they scored 4. They looked really good. The watch-along was entertaining. I have very grave concerns that when we run into a team that aren't pensioners or like a third-rate football nation, that we're going to run into big problems. But they're not going to have any problems in the group stage. They'll wipe the floor of Congo and Panama. No, it's not Congo and Panama. It's Panama and... Christ, who was the other team that played? God, I watched, it was the most boring, Ghana and Panama. That was the most boring game. How they ended up with that game deserved to finish scoreless. It was boring as bat crap. Evening all took Verts 5 points out for player with 2 points, left me on 97. Nice, 103 points. Well done, Andrew. Ignore the rest of the chat. There is only one question. How many hits? Yeah, I'm going to be taking a hit, guaranteed. I got 103 points so far, but so much regret getting rid of Kane and Ronaldo last him. Your defense smashed it. I know. How good's the bloody defense? I like all season long at FPL, I can't buy a bloody defender that scores points consistently. Here I am in World Cup Fantasy, nailing it straight out the gate. Straight out the gate. And this is, I should learn my lesson. Don't pick bloody double defense, you idiot, and you'll be fine. Did I pick double defense at all? The answer is no. I just bet on different players. By the way, I've just noticed that they've got pictures of the players there on the cards now. When the hell did that happen? That must have happened earlier today, because when I was at work, that was not the case. It was still the shirts on the screen. Now it's the actual players. That's a much better look, FIFA. I mean, why can't you do that before the tournament starts? I've got no idea, but anyway, here we are, and happy days. Ghana, yeah, there we go. Definitely 12th man, not wildcard. Yep. For match week 2, I got Eder Valencia instead of Havertz and Elise instead of McTominay. I did consider Ronaldo for Kane, but then I would need a hit, so maybe not the best as Ronaldo can return. Yeah, that's fair. It's like buses in England, wait ages and loads. Yeah, that's true. That's true. So that's how I ended up in match day 1. I was pretty happy with the result. Not going to lie, over 100 points. I mean, it feels good, right? I mean, when I consider my start in FPL last season, I got 37 points, 34 points in game week 1. That was horrendous. At least this time we're off to a flyer. We've actually got a decent rank to begin with, and the team's looking pretty good. So that is the team as things stand. What players are concerning? I've got no goalkeeper that I've got any faith keeping a clean sheet this week. That is problematic. I've got no faith in Vasquez keeping a clean sheet. So realistically, I'm going to play him or I'm going to transfer him. Kimmich, I think, could be okay. Dest is going to be fine against Australia. Kukurea against the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, I also expect to be fine. Elise versus Iraq looks good. Musiala versus Ivory Coast also looks pretty good. McTominay needs to go. I don't think Scotland are going to do anything against Morocco. Bruno Fernandes is still in the team. And, God, the problem is they play Ronaldo up top. I understand the allure. They're trying to get him the records, whatever. I mean, do you want to win the World Cup? That's what it comes down to. Do you want to win? If you want to win, he probably needs to go to the bench, sadly. As much as it pains me to say, it probably needs to go to the bench. Will he? Probably not, because this is the game where he's more likely to score a goal. So I'd imagine he probably starts against Uzbekistan. But the problem is that when he starts, he's on penalties. Bruno just loses a lot of his appeal as a player. And that's problematic. But I do expect them to beat Uzbekistan by multiple goals. Congo with the Colombia boys, I think is fine. We already saw that Munoz can get an attacking return, a bit like an FPL, so I've got no issues there. Schick, for what it's worth, against South Africa, looks really good. Like, that's why I picked him in match day 1, because I thought match day 2 he should look pretty good, and I think that he still will look pretty good. And then Ozabayal, I mean, I don't even know if he starts. I mean, he was anonymous against Cape Verde, or whatever you say, however you say their name. So there's a few issues, and look, that means that Haaland is probably going to stay. I'm looking at getting rid of, I'm probably going to 12th man Kylian Mbappe against Iraq. Like, that's realistically what I think I'm going to do. That makes a lot of sense in my head, I think. I'm not really 100% sure, but I feel like it makes a lot of sense. But I've got no Brazil players against Haiti, so McTominay is probably going to leave the team for Bruno G. Actually, let's have a look. Let's just figure out what the hell I'm actually going to do. Then I can answer some questions, and maybe it'll make a little bit more sense. But yeah, so Schick is going to stay. I've got no... He's still under 5%. Yeah, he's under 1% because he sucked in match day 1, so that's not a surprise. Ozabayal, I think he probably needs to go. McTominay definitely needs to go. Diaz, I'm fine with. I feel like I'm fine with the rest of the midfield. And then obviously the defense, I've got issues. So realistically, I don't think I'm going to be playing 5 at the back. I don't know if it's worth a transfer. This is where it comes into, do I want to take a hit? How much is my appetite for a hit? For what it's worth, Vazquez probably should go. Yeah, I know I've run out of transfers, yet whatever. And I feel like I want to move a goalkeeper because I don't think either of them are going to keep a clean sheet. But then I still got 108 points with goalkeepers not keeping a clean sheet, so maybe I shouldn't be worrying about it. I'm not too sure about that. Anyway, let's have a look at what moves we could potentially make. So that leaves us with 19.8 million. So in reality, I can go pretty expensive here. So let's go to... where are we? I need to go here. Sorry. Forwards. Sorry. You guys can't actually see this, I've just realized, but I can see it. So I've no interest in Messi against Austria. I think Austria are a far better team than Algeria. I think that the boat's been sailed and massively gone there. Ndav for Germany, I don't even know who that guy was. Kane looks like the one. I feel like I want Kane. I just feel like he's not going to get rested. Because they've got Ivan Toney, and Ivan Toney sucks. And they've got Ollie Watkins, and they want to finish on top, surely. I suppose he could be an issue but he's the captain. I just don't see the captain getting rested. Maybe he gets rested, I don't know. But I'm tempted to bring in, so it's either Kane or Mbappe. So which one? Hold on, Mbappe's got Norway. I mean, he could be really good. It's either, do I think Kane gets rested? I think Kane's got a better fixture in match day 3. That's the issue. Panama just looks brilliant, but then you'd expect England to potentially rotate in match day 3. It's all very complicated. It's all very guessworky, but I think maybe it's more intelligent to 12th man Harry Kane and then, revert him and then bring in Kylian Mbappe there instead. He's actually worth 10.5. I didn't realize he was that expensive. If we go to the midfielders, then this is where it gets a little bit interesting. So I was thinking, like, Vinny Jr. looks pretty good. Hold on. I'm going to bring up a few players here. I've got to type them in manually. So one player that's low owned, believe it or not, and is under 5% is Mo Salah. He's 4.5% owned, and his fixtures for the next 2, he's got New Zealand and Iran. I actually expect Mo Salah to return. Like, there is a world where maybe bringing in Mo Salah is an intelligent play. I know that's hard to believe that I'm waffling these words, but maybe it is an intelligent play. I also think that potentially you could look at bringing in Bruno Guimaraes. Again, he's under 5% owned. He's 2.6% owned, and that gives me some Brazil coverage. Then it means I've got 2.5 million. So as you can see here, I'm running into a few issues because I don't really have that much money to play with. And this is where it kind of leads to maybe I need to make another transfer somewhere. I'm just not sure to who. Or I just leave. I can't even leave Vazquez in because I'm still going to run over budget. This is the problem. I didn't leave enough money in the budget for this thing, which then means, actually, let's go. This is why I'm going to have to take a hit because it's going to make a lot more sense, I think. So if we go back to the forwards, I could bring in Balogun for Schick. Where are we? He's playing Australia. That looks pretty good. And then it gives you 3.8 million for a defender. And then if let's go to total points, I need, can can you just, why can't you just do it so you can only do it so you got the money to spend? 3.8. Where's the limit? Why can't I see? Oh, God. I could bring in this guy. Oh, no, that's just stupid. That's not going to work. I'd love to bring in Krejci. Love to bring him in, but again, it's just I haven't got enough money. Someone help me. Help me. Chat, suggest something. What could I do to free up the money? Let's have a look what the chat reckon. The pictures happened yesterday. It's like, please start match day 2. Oh, the timer says, sorry, folks. Yes, I just realized you guys are brilliant. That's why I need reminding. I've just completely forgotten. Sorry, I'm going to do that in a second. I was meant to press that when I went to this screen, but as per usual, I got sidetracked. Waffling nonsense. That does happen occasionally. There we go. Let's save that. And we're going to go start. And we're going to go back here. And then we're going to go back in. And then we're going to press start. And then we're going to go here. And then hopefully that works. There we go. All right. I've put the timer slightly in front so that way you can save your team before we go. Yeah. I mean, I feel like this is somewhere where I could go, potentially. I'm not 100% sure, but it's definitely something that, yeah. Salah plays in the 10, yep, to fund the transfers. Who'd have thought England can score goals? I know it's a miracle. When France play, can Elise be a better player than Mbappe? I don't know, to be honest. You would think so. He's a great player, isn't he? 2 hours, if that's what you're asking. Yes, it does. Fernandes and Wirtz going to Vinny Jr. and Solari. I don't mind those moves. Pretty good moves. I think you should hold on to Vazquez. Clean sheet possible and still good attacking threat against the Korea who got away with it against Czech set pieces. Fair. Are you ready to accept the fact that 12th manning Mbappe means you can't captain? So if he mega hauls... Yeah, it's a good point. That's why if I bring him in like this, I mean, this is the problem. I need someone cheaper somewhere. I'm not sure who. Yeah, I'm not sure who. I'm open to ideas though. Hit me with them. Do I take 3 hits and take a -9 and just roll with it? I need to find 0.6. I could do. Hold on. I'm going to sit here. I'm going to get a little bit creative here potentially. Let's go to we could go to, hold on. Let's go to, oh, sorry. I'm making an absolute meal of this. Let's go Defender. I need to find 0.6. Could bring in Douglas Santos for Brazil against Haiti. He costs 4.3. And I could bring him in for someone. Or I could ditch the goalkeeper. Is there 3 point? Actually, I know what I can do, folks. It's just hit me what I can do. Egypt goalkeeper. This guy, 3.5 mil. This is the answer. 0.5 million in the bank. It's going to cost me 9 points. I could leave Krejci out, move him out, revert. That means just revert. That gives you. That is going to cost me 6 points. I get the Egypt goalkeeper, chance of a clean sheet against whoever they are. Vazquez stays, and then I just probably don't play 5 at the back this time, and I'm fine with that. Midfield looks good. I've got some Brazil coverage. Forward line looks good. Play the 12th man. Maybe that's the play. Maybe that's the play. What are people thinking about that? Let's see what people think about that. I think you should hire Hollander, Mbappe, Osbrail to Enna Valencia, and Pedri to Vinny Jr. I have 2 other transfers. I'm looking at Wirtz being another transfer. Yeah, I don't mind that. Salah plays I don't know where Salah plays. I thought he plays off the right, doesn't he? For Egypt. I don't know. I didn't watch the Egypt game. I've been very unwell until like literally today. It's like the world decided that the whoever wanted to join wanted some England watch along, and I felt like I actually quite enjoyed it, and it kind of woke me up. And I felt quite good because England won. So even though I was tired today and still recovering, I felt pretty good. Valencia is the best way to free up money. Yes. How much is Valencia? Sorry. Valencia, how much is he? Sorry, Ecuador, isn't he? Let's have a look. Let's go to forwards. He's going to be dirt cheap, isn't he? Holy hell, he's 5.9 mil. Okay. Who's he got the last game? Fixtures. He's got Germany last game. See, that's why I don't like him. Whereas Balogun's got Turkey, and Turkey don't look very good. I actually feel like I prefer the Balogun move. and just roll with the 0.2. Like in my head, I'm like going, the last game of the fixtures, right? Germany got Ecuador. I'm fine with Kimmich and Musiala there. Egypt have Iran. Again, that looks pretty nice. Vasquez obviously has the Czech Republic. I don't have the Schick, so that's all right. Kylian Mbappe's still in there. Haaland's obviously got France. You've got to hope for goals there. Colombia obviously have Portugal, and maybe that's where I make some moves. But then again, I thought Portugal didn't look overly good defensively, and I don't really rate their defense. I didn't realize the defense was that bad, to be honest. Dest I've got no issues with. I actually don't mind the team for the next game week. Bruno Guimaraes should be fine as well. I actually don't mind it. Looks all right. I'm taking a -9. Kufau, 3.6. Ooh, yes, Kufau. Forgot about that. Let's get rid of that for a second. Go all. Let's go to defenders. Actually, sorry, if there was a folks, I'm going to quickly pull up someone else. I need to quickly do something while I'm not paying attention here. Sorry in advance. Let's go there, and I need to go to here, and we're going to complete. My screen might lag briefly for a second here, but it should be all right. Am I going to go here? Am I going to go to... I don't know where I'm going. Where am I going? There I am. I'm going there. Go there. Down we go. Not happy days. Train. Oh, look at that. Hamzik scores for... I'm just watching my footy game very shortly. Hamzik has scored. My legend has scored for the second game this season, so I'm pretty happy about that. Happy days. Who was it? So Kufau. He's 3.6. Wow. That's a saving of 1.1. I don't mind the fixtures as well, you know. Hold on. I'm going to do a bit of trickery here. Let's get rid of that. Bring in Kufau. Then I don't have to do... Oh, then I can leave Schick in. I reckon Schick's going to bang. I don't know why. I've just got a feeling he's going to... Oh, look at that. That's a sign. 0 million left in the bank. That has to be a sign, right? 0 million left in the bank, -6. That's the team. That's it. Thank you very much, whoever suggested Kufau. I think that's the plan. Valencia is the best way to free up money as a nice defender. Who's that? Oh, my God. I can't pronounce that. I'm not even going to try. I feel like I'm going to say something inappropriate. Dufugalalis. Where is he? Aha. So he played for Canada. He's playing Qatar. He's got Switzerland next. I'm not too keen on that fixture. Yeah, not too keen on that one. Don't mind it though. Decent shout. Taking a -9. I'd keep Balogun. Got rid of Bruno. Portugal 10 versus 11 every game. There's no for me with CR and Pens. Fair. I'm saving it for the round of 16. Sorry, I should have mentioned that. That's my plan. Yeah, I mean, maybe Bruno is the play. Who did I get rid of here? Who did he come in for? Oh, that was for McTominay. See, this is where I'm like, if I make too many transfers, I might as well press the wildcard button. And I don't want to do that. So it's like, what do? I feel like Bruno's going to come good. I don't know why. I just think he's going to come good. Chip in the last V2 and then the mystery chip in the last 16. Do you really need the wild card for the quarters, semis, and final? It's a good shout. I feel like if I was to wild card, right, I think this is the team I would go for. Let's see. I actually think I would go for something like this. Hold on, sorry. I'm just checking the fixtures on this. Japan, no, I don't want him. No good. Let's go to forwards. Sorry. If I was to wildcard, I think this is where I would go. I think that... Oh, see, I love the... Part of me really wants Kane. I don't know why. But then again, Havertz could be really good. He looked really good in the last game. Oh, God, there's so many options. It's like so hard to pick one. I think that I would probably get rid of Munoz here. And I would bring in... oh, God, let's just do the defense for a second. I'd bring in Krejci. I actually really rate the fixture for the Czech Republic. Against Mexico, not so flash, but I could just move him out for match day 3. Dest, I've got no problems with. Kimmich. and Kukurea. I think Kukurea will be fine. He looked really good, and Spain now have to actually get some results, so I think he'll still be fine. I feel like moving Kimmich could be a good idea, but then again, I'm like looking at these, I'm like going, who do I actually want that I think is going to do well? The answer is I'm not sure. Definitely not an Australian defender. So this is where I come back to the Brazil one, right? And Brazil, I feel like their fixtures are pretty good for the next two. I feel like they could easily... I don't think Gabriel's a good pick for what it's worth. I think Marquinhos is actually a better pick. Maybe... oh, man, this is tough. So many options with so many good fixtures. I also think that... what was that team? Where's Japan? Japan have got a really good fixture this week. I feel like the midfield is where I want them though. Like not Kamara, but Nakamura. He looks pretty good against Tunisia, who looked, let's be fair, Tunisia looked absolute garbage. So picking wildcard is just so hard because I feel like I'm points chasing more than anything else, but I definitely move the goalkeeper. I just bring in, I don't know, someone. Actually, no, I really like Kukurea there. I don't know why. I just think he's a good pick. I also don't mind Kimmich still. And this is where I'm like, I don't think it's worth wildcarding because I feel like, and we don't know what that other chip is going to be. And my guess is that if you wildcard though, you'll be able to play it in the other thing. So I think that's why I'm not going to wildcard, if that makes sense. I think that's probably what I'm going to do. All right, Kufau, we're not doing a -12. Bring in, get rid of old mate, put him back in. And where are we at? Bruno Guimaraes. Yeah, that looks all right. -9. I'm open to a -9, but I also think Schick's going to be fine. And that was 0 million. That I always say, yeah, Kane is the 12th man. That's the plan here. Kane 12th man. I don't think he plays in the last game. That's my gut field. If I wildcard, will I have just 2 transfers next round? Yes. Schick better bloody return for me. I mean, that South African team looked rubbish. So part of me is like, if he's ever going to score, it's this one. I'm going to do it. That's it. We're going to do that. Make the transfers. We're going to take a -6. Play the wild card. I mean, I can always play the wild card if I decide to change my mind. Anyway, that's the team. Now I've got to work out which order they're going to... Actually, it's the same order they're already on there. Actually, no, Nyland needs to come off. Sub him out. I think Egypt play before Norway. I could be wrong. I could be making that up. I'll have to have a look. Actually, next fixture. Does it say? No, it doesn't. Why does it not say? Doesn't it normally had the date? Oh, the date. There you go. I've got it right. 22nd of June. Yeah, I've got it right. And then we are going to go with 12th man. How do you activate the 12th man? There we go. 12th man. Activate. This is where it gets... I feel like Kane's the answer. Kane has to be the answer, right? Against Ghana. Maybe he's not. Maybe it's Salah. Or Ronaldo. Part of me really wants to do Ronaldo, man. I don't know why I want to do Ronaldo. Part of me really wants to do it. What happens if you do it? If you click save, does that... It can't lock it, right? It surely doesn't lock it. If I press that, can I change it? What happened there? What happened? Okay. What the hell happened there? Okay. I was like, what? Maybe that's the plan. Maybe it's Ronaldo, right? Just for old time's sakes. You can roll 1 free transfer if you're on wildcard. I did not know that. Good afternoon, Hippie. How are you, my friend? Man, can I do it? Can I really do Ronaldo as my player? It's asking for pain. I'm aware of this. It's asking for pain. But part of me is like, surely the man repays the faith. He's another Haaland. It's like a Haaland triple captain waiting to happen, isn't it? 100%. Has to be. Has to be. I wonder, can you remove it after you've done it? Oh, yeah, you can. Look at that. Deactivate. Sweet. That's happy. I wonder what that's going to be. Mystery chip. June the 24th. Got to wait another 6 days to find out what that is. Ronaldo is either genius or dumbest ever. I know exactly. It's like 12th man Vinny Jr. Ooh. Didn't think of that. So this is it. There's so many options. How do you move him? All right, deactivate. Oh, so that's stupid. You have to go in there and activate it every time. Vinny Jr., actually, I don't mind that shout against, I forgot about him. Vinny Jr. Maybe that's the play. Oh, I mean, whoever you put it on, you just got to hope that they perform and do something. I mean, there's no danger of Brazil resting players against Haiti, right? That considering they drew with Morocco, they're going to want to have to smack as many goals as possible against Haiti because it could, in theory, it could come down to goal difference if I've got it right. I could be completely wrong, but I feel like that actually makes a bit of sense. Like you would expect Vinny Jr. to show up against Haiti. I actually don't mind that. That's a pretty good shout. Hopefully that's the way it works. Yeah. Which team's got the best next two fixtures? Brazil, who else? Brazil, yeah, obviously they've got Haiti and Scotland. I actually really like the Egyptian fixtures, which is why I bought in the Egyptian keeper. They've got New Zealand this match day, and then they've got Iran. Both of them look like pretty good fixtures on paper. I don't think they're going to be overly bad. France and Norway, I think, play each other. I think there's going to be goals in that game. I don't see that game being 0-0, so I've got no issue there that's going to work out pretty well. Spain. In theory, they've got an easy group, but we've already seen that they've made an absolute meal of a couple of things. So it wouldn't surprise me if they were no good. But yeah, we'll have to wait. I suppose we'll have to wait and see with them. There's no guarantee they're going to be any good, but yeah, we're just going to have to wait and see, I suppose. I've got 3 times Egypt defense. There you go. Well, Hippie's on board with the Egyptian defense. That makes me a little bit better. Vinny Jr., better option for you as your captain, Rafinha. Who's a better pick out of Rafinha and Vinny Jr.? That's the key. I mean, who's on penalties for Brazil? Is it Vinny Jr. or Rafinha? Anyone know? I actually don't really know the answer to that question. I should probably research it. Belgium have Iran, New Zealand. Not bad. Yeah, that's actually not too bad as well. I've got Ngoyi, 3.7. Nice. Something tells me Newcastle, New Zealand will frustrate Egypt. You're probably right, Bobby. You're probably right. I like that. Newcastle, Zealand. That's class. Really like that shout. That 12th man is a strong likelihood to change. I don't know who's going to get the most points. I mean, I feel like there's going to be so many people, a bit like match day 1, that get over 10 plus points. I think that there's this, I think that I'm not too fussed about that, if that makes sense. I feel like there's going to be a lot of points on offer regardless. It's been good. I mean, like 108 points in match day 1 without a use of a booster. Felt pretty nice. Also, how good is manual subs? You can literally just keep rolling. I'm looking at the dates right. Obviously, Mbappe doesn't play Haaland, so you get a look at both. It's just all quite exciting, isn't it? Like being able to just sit there and go, that player was crap, out you go, kick him to the curb. It's just a nice feeling. I feel like FPL are missing the boat here. I mean, not only does it encourage you, well, you have to go back to the app anyway, and then you end up playing other things as well. So I just think it makes a lot of sense. Ask Kanji about the pen share. I will, actually. I'll tag him now. Who's on penalties for Brazil? Actually, I'm in the wrong chat. I've gone in the wrong chat. Hold on. Which one am I after? It's called the No Gary Club because Gary's left the chat. Because he's an idiot. I just thought everyone should know that because it's quite funny. And he's left the chat and Nightmare called it the No Gary Club. Pen share for Brazil, please. Let's see what he comes back with. Kanji will know. He'll be all over it. He'll be looking at some sort of algorithm that tells him. Sub and captain changes is so fun. Exactly. It could be Thiago. Oh, I didn't think of that. Surely, I mean, he does take a lot of penalties, and he's got a fairly decent. I feel like Vinny Jr. is like, I'm Vinny Jr. though. It's like Bruno Fernandes saying to Ronaldo, I'm Bruno, and Ronaldo going, well, I'm Ronaldo. I feel like Vinny Jr. would look at him and go, yeah, you play for Brentford, mate. I play for Real Madrid. I just feel like that's how the conversation goes. Not Gabriel. I reckon they should have Gabriel, mate. He's class. Why would you not want to have Gabriel take your penalties? Oh, God, it was interesting watching Mad Wakey this morning. I tell you what. Yeah, very interesting. Very interesting. I'm not sure. Yeah. 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 Mad Wakey's so bad. I actually don't understand. You know the funny thing? I watched the football this morning during the watch long, and I kept thinking to myself, why are Barcelona paying 80 million to Newcastle for Anthony Gordon? Like, what has the world become where Barcelona are literally paying 80 million for a bloke that has got one trick up his sleeve? He can run. He doesn't actually do any. From my knowledge, I could be being a little bit harsh here, but I've not seen Anthony Gordon do anything else. Like, what is the purpose of him? I'm not sure. Other than the fact that he's I mean, Marcus Rashford came on and immediately looked like he was going to score. Anthony Gordon was on there for 73 minutes, whatever it was, and didn't even look likely to do anything. I actually don't know how he lasted that long. It was quite embarrassing to watch. And then I'm sitting there, I'm like going, if I'm like the owners of Barcelona, why are we paying 80 million for a bloke that just doesn't show up half the time when we could have Marcus? Maybe I'm slightly biased because Marcus played for Man United, but it's night and day. The actual end product for me is night and day between Anthony Gordon and Marcus Rashford. I just do not understand how he started that game and lasted 70 odd minutes. It was unbelievable. I'm bringing in Vinny, who to take out, Bruno F or Musiala. I feel like the answer is probably Musiala, but I could be wrong. Rafinha's penalty record is much better than Vinny's. Interesting. What did Rafinha get in match day 1? I don't even know what he got. What did he get? Let's have a look. Match day 1, Rafinha. Oh, he only got 2 points. I mean, he did nothing in match day 1, did he? I don't know if Haiti will concede penalties, though. That's the key thing. Like, I'm not sure that they concede pens. I mean, they didn't concede any against Scotland. They actually defended pretty well for what it's worth. Somerville can do everything Gordon does, and he actually scores. Legit. Honestly, legit. Yeah. Let's have a look at my score predictions for match day 2, by the way. I'm going to bring these up on screen really quickly, so you're not going to miss looking at my team for a second. I'm actually going to bring these up so I can show you what they look like. These are the score predictions. If you aren't already in Score Prediction League, there is a link in the video description with the league code. There is going to be a prize to this thing as well. I'm just going to quickly check I've got the right. Hopefully this is the right one. Hopefully this doesn't go really weird. Those are my score predictions for match day 2. I'm going with 3-0 Czech Republic against South Africa. Switzerland to beat Bosnia, 2-1. 3 goals Canada against Qatar. Mexico versus Korea, I'm going for a 2-2 draw. USA versus Australia, I think they'll win 2-0. Scotland versus Morocco, I'm actually going with a shock 1-1 result here. A lot of people are expecting Morocco to win. I think Scotland might actually prove to be difficult opponents. I'm going with Brazil to wipe the floor of Haiti, 4-0. Turkey to get back on track, 2-1 against Paraguay. I was like, oh, you're getting Paraguay, yep. Netherlands, Sweden, I think is going to play out a 1-1 draw. Germany to beat Ivory Coast, 3-1. Ecuador to beat Curacao, 3-0. I'm also going with Japan to win 3-0 against Tunisia. 4 to Spain. I think they'll finally get up and running here in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia will probably pay the penalty. Belgium to wipe the floor of Iran, 4-0. Uruguay to beat Cape de Verde, 2-0. New Zealand to lose to Egypt, 2-0. Argentina and Austria. I hate to say it, Austria are a lot better than the other 2 teams in that group, and I think Argentina will draw 1-1. France to beat Iraq, 4-0. Norway and Senegal, I reckon, is actually going to be quite a high-scoring game. I reckon it's going to be 2-2. Jordan to score a goal against Algeria, but ultimately lose out 2-1. Portugal to finally get underway, and Ronaldo to probably go big against Uzbekistan, 4-0. England 3-0 over Ghana. Croatia 2-0 over Panama, and I think that Colombia will just about edge out the Democratic Republic of Congo 2-1. Yeah, so those are my score predictions for match day 1. Let me know how you got on with that challenge. I actually thought, of all the things, I've actually enjoyed that contest the most. It's really heated at the top of the thing. I was meant to put a slide together about who was winning, but unfortunately Fremantle were playing in the AFL tonight and I didn't quite have the chance to do that. But yeah, score predictions, match day 2, locked in. Make sure you lock them in before the first match. Actually, I think you can do them up to when that match is played. So in reality, you've only got to lock in Czech Republic versus South Africa. All right, back to my actual team then. That is the team. But yeah. Let's have a look. Every time a winger decides to take on a defender, they tend to create a chance. That is correct. I'm waiting on Czech team news in half an hour to confirm Kufal. Oh, mate, imagine if he's not in. I might actually have to wildcard. Imagine if him and Schick are not in. Oh, that would be a disaster, wouldn't it? I feel like there's a big enough break in between the games. There really shouldn't be any resting, to be honest. I mean, like, they played on the opening day, I think. I could be wrong. Am I making this up? I'm not sure. No, they did play on the opening day. So they've had 6 days break. I don't see a world where they do too much changes this week, considering they drew the last. No, they lost the first time out. Are we sure Canada keeps a clean sheet against Qatar? No, but I'm just backing it in. Would you do Kane or Vinny as 12th man? I'm undecided on the 12th man. At the moment, I've got Vinny Jr. There's a good chance it ends up becoming Kane. I'm not sure who it's going to be at the moment, but it's going to be someone. Unless there is some issues. Actually, I've just realised that my first captain's actually going to be Schick, provided he is playing. If he's not playing, I'm absolutely cooked and probably need to press the wildcard button. But hopefully he is playing. Problem is Kane runs around like his life is on the line. He needs a rest. This is true. I feel like Kane gets the rest of match day 3, though. I mean, England win this week. They don't need him against Panama. If they're going to... For what it's worth, does anyone know... I'm going to ask the chat. Why did Mark Gahey not start instead of John Stones? Like, am I missing something here? Like, John Stones is at Manchester City when Mark Gahey plays in front of him every single game before Pep obviously left for Pep Guardiola. Why on earth is Thomas Tuchel picking a bloke in front of a bloke that was the starter at Man City? That decision, the more I think about it, the more it doesn't make any sense. So if someone can explain to me why Mark Gahey didn't start instead of John Stones overnight, I'd be very appreciative for the explanation, because for the love of me, when I saw that lineup, I was like, why is he not starting? Like, he's clearly England's best central defender in that squad that he picked. Why is he not in the team? Yeah, Nightmare did have a very good start. He had 12th man, I think, on Mbappe or Messi or someone, and they banged. I think he's a couple of points in front of me. Trig, I think, had a half-decent start as well. He was all out on 102 points. So all 3 of us have had pretty good starts in this game. Vozinha, 12th man. Yep. Could get amongst that. Already done Haaland or Mbappe. Would you do Wirtz and Bolo to Vinny and Valencia? Yes. I've already taken a -6, so happy days. Yeah, I mean, I took a -6. I bought in Mbappe for Ozabayal, Bruno G for McTominay, Kufal for Vasquez, and I turfed out a goalkeeper, the Austrian goalkeeper, for the bloke that's starting there, Mustafa Shaboz, or whatever his name. I don't even know. Is that his name? I don't even know. What's his name? Shabir. I was close. Shabir. Seems pretty legit. Fell out in training. Who fell out in training? What? Oh, fall out in training. Oh, sorry. Oh, you're talking about Mark Gahey. Surely not. Can't be right? Between an hour before the deadline, 45 minutes till the deadline, the site tend to go down for some reason. Yeah, a lot of people just making transfers. So if you are going to make moves, just make sure you've done them early. Like I've literally done all my moves. They're all confirmed. I'm not, yeah. Hey, mate, what's your take on Ozabayel, Mbolo, and Haaland carried over from match day 1? I actually think they're all pretty good picks still. I've just not had any faith in Ozabayel, and I think Mbappe's got Iraq, and I saw Haaland go nuclear against Iraq, and I thought, I want him. And there's a good chance that the captaincy will end up on him when they play. And hopefully he goes big. Musiala or Elise looks pretty good. Nusa Davidi looks also pretty good. Mbappe 12th man also looks pretty good. Stones is a teacher's pet. I mean, he probably can't stay fit anyway. I don't understand why he got picked. I'll go all out for 6 points. Yep. GTA 6 pre-orders announced. Yes. Is there a collector's edition? Is there a collector's edition for GTA 6? I've got the collector's edition for GTA 5 in here somewhere. Whereabouts, I'm not sure, but it's definitely behind me on the wall there somewhere. Just trying to work out whether I can show it to you. But, oh no, it's stuck on underneath for a bunch of things. I only got 10 million for a forward. Would you do Messi or someone else? Ronaldo for one last crack of the dice. Do it for me. Konza and Gay was a partnership for the 5-0 Serbia win as well. It's hard to believe, isn't it? Thoughts on Marmoush? Yes, he could be a pretty good shout for the next couple of fixtures. I don't mind that one at all, Spidey. Maybe it's Stones being comfortable with the ball at the feet to get attack started like Pau Torres does for Villa. I saw John Stones get absolutely ragdolled by a pensioner attack today. I mean, he got taken to the cleaners multiple times in that first half. And if he plays against the likes of Kylian Mbappe, Haaland later on in the tournament, he's going to get absolutely destroyed. I don't think we can be playing out from the back against those teams. Otherwise, it's going to be literally the definition of just throwing games away. I think Tuchel was just testing and seeing if that partnership is good. Hopefully, it never gets tested again. Valverde could be a good shout this game week. Yes, I agree. Just a date, 25th of June for now, and cover art revealed. Oh, that'll be good. I love GTA. I can't wait for number 6. It's been way too long in the making. It just needs to hurry up and arrive already, doesn't it? It really does. Really does. I don't know why. I feel like because of the fact that there's so many different options at the moment, because there's 48 teams you can pick players from, I feel like the deadline itself is actually not as exciting as FPL, if that makes that sounds a really weird comment to make. But I feel like in FPL, the options are more limited because there's only so many good fixtures a week. In World Cup Fantasy, there's like 10, well, not 10, maybe there is 10, maybe like 8 good fixtures you can target in any game week. So like the options are just, they're so vast and there's so many of them because there's just more players to pick from. I quite like that. And I also like the scoring so much better. The scoring is so much easier to look at. Like today, it was evident that Elliot Anderson made 3 tackles. So you could, happy days, plus 1 point, plus 2 points, whatever the hell it is. Like, I've enjoyed watching the World Cup knowing I've just got points for that. The assists are probably a bit harder to come by, and a lot of people have been thrown off by that. To get an assist in the Club World Cup Fantasy is very different to FPL. FPL, there would have been a hell of a lot more assists in match day 1, but they're a lot stricter on what actually is an assist, and I don't mind that. But it's good to see that, crap that you can't count or you don't notice in a game is it doesn't go towards any points in this game, which is brilliant. And long may it continue. I think there's about 3 million players playing the game from what I'm aware of, between 2.5 and 3 mil. I read it somewhere on X. Don't quote me on that. I could be completely wrong, which is quite a few players, considering it's just a pop-up game. And it just goes to show the popularity of fantasy sports in general. It does exist. I'm not sure about that 12th man. That 12th man could be one of, I feel like the options are, let me write up the options. Part of me really still wants to bring Ronaldo in as that 12th man. So there's Ronaldo versus Uzbekistan. There's Vinny or Rafinha versus Haiti. There's Kane versus Ghana. I feel like there's more. There's definitely got to be more. Is there a World Cup fantasy cartel? Bateman, thank the Lord there's not, baby. There's not. Good to see you as well. Hope you're having a great summer. By the way, all those people that are in the UK, hope you're enjoying some warm weather. I'm freezing my ass off, which is probably why I got sick this last week as it is. I'm actually still pretty cold. I'm trying to work up whether I need the hoodie back on or if I just need to put my hood up over my head. But either way, Messi for me, no. Austria is not a team where he's going to score a hat-trick against, so that rules out Messi for me. I feel like Messi is the definition this particular match day of chasing points, so I've got no interest in Messi. Yamal, I think, will start back on the bench. Salah, that was the other one I was thinking of. Salah against New Zealand could be a good shout. Because he's also on penalties. Kanji will love that, the penalty show. Let's ask Kanji. Did he get back to me? I tagged him. Oh, here we go. Kanji has responded. He said, should be Vinny or Rafinha. I mean, that's unhelpful, Kanji. Which one is it? Penalty and set piece takers of all 48 teams. Now Nightmare sent me someone else. Or Thiago. I think it's Rafinha. If you press me to pick one, it's him. You guys are super helpful. I mean, we're not going to know unless they get a penalty, right? I'm not even sure how to give away a penalty, so it might not even make a difference. Do transfers roll over? Yes, you can roll one transfer from match day 1 to 2. You can roll one transfer from match day 2 to match day 3 to give you 3. You can't roll a transfer from match day 3 into the round of 32 because of the fact that you get unlimited transfers. So I think that they just disappear, your transfers. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty confident that's how it works. The wording of the rules. I feel like I played Club World Cup Fantasy last year and it's the exact same rules and the transfers did not roll over when you had the unlimited moves. I feel like they all reset to 0. But I could be wrong. Balogun as a 12th man could be a D-Unit move. Do you get the scouting bonus for players that are under 5% owned if they're your 12th man? I feel like you do. I know you can't captain them, but I feel like you get the scouting bonus if you pick them and they still return the points. I feel like I'm correct in that. I got Raul Jimenez for day 2. Nice. Very nice. Kanji and Donkey. No, you can't captain your 12th man. Your 12th man, you cannot captain. Yep, you can't captain your 12th man. He's just there. So that's why I've transferred in Mbappe because I think that I want to captain him. These other ones, it's a 1 week play. I probably don't want them for match day 3. There's so many options though. Like they could all bang. They could. I can make a case for all of them. Like Ronaldo could just get his record-breaking goal against Uzbekistan. Part of me really wants to do that. The more I think about it, the more I think it's a D-Unit play to bring in a player that I just love. I mean, his ownership's going to be higher because he's Ronaldo, right? But if there's a game he's going to break the record, it's that one. It has to be that one because I don't think he's going to do anything in the last game. And in the knockouts, he probably needs to start off the bench, I reckon. That's just my gut feel anyway. Then, yeah, Vinny or Rafinha, I mean, they could both be really good, let's be fair, against Haiti. Kane again against Ghana. I can make a case for all of these. And then Salah against New Zealand. I mean, New Zealand, they're the people that say fish and chops rather than fish and chips. Yeah. Mate, that's so bad. We do that all the time as Australians. We're allowed to do it because they take the piss out of us over other things. But yeah, we always say to a New Zealander, fish and chops. Trig got 102 points in match day 1. I got 108. Nightmare, I think, got 110 or 112, one of the two. There should be a 0-0 10 formation because so many forwards on fire. Facts. Absolute facts. That's actually so true. That's so true. I got 108. 108 for a rank of 23.4k. Not bad. A hell of a lot better start than I got in FPL, let's be fair. Kufau, chic start. Yes, Bobby. Good start there. Good start. And obviously, I didn't use any chips in match day 1. I'm using my chip now. I need to really nail this 12th man, which is why I'm like, God, I don't know how much faith I have in Vinny Jr. And I don't even know if he's on penalties. I feel like that is just, it's a decision waiting to completely backfire. Get them all in. If you went down, all right, if I was to wildcard, right, let's have a look. I've got plenty of time, so let's have a look. I feel like if I was to wildcard, I'm probably bidding off Haaland. I feel like his best game is behind him. Yeah, I know. Can't believe I'm saying that. I feel like I'd actually go for Balogun. A part of me really thinks that he's a really good pick. I also think I'd probably bin off Schick. And part of me thinks that Havertz is actually a really good shout if I was on wildcard. I feel like he's I don't know why, I just think that he's a really good shout. So I think I'd probably go for Kai Havertz. Defensively, I feel like I'd keep the Egyptian goalkeeper as well. I'm ditching Bruno. Portugal really were underwhelming. Colombia also played Portugal in match day 3, so I don't like that. The German attack, I don't mind. I feel like Musiala is still a really good pick. Bruno Guimaraes is still a really good pick. Elise is still a really good pick. How much money have we got here? 24.8 million. So I got plenty of money. Let's go to midfielders. Sorry. Oops. I don't think AR is going to do what he did again. I don't think Just Wood is going to do it. I actually really like Wang Im Boom. I mean, this dude can go big. Everyone wants a bit of Wang in their team, and he's got South Africa last. I actually, what is Swerve? I actually think this dude's a really good pick. Like, if I was on wildcard this week, I think I'd pick him. I'd bring in the Wang. I just think he's going to be really good. Not going to lie, I just think he'll be really good. Then I also quite like, so this is where I think I'd probably bring in Vinny Jr., right? Probably bring in, maybe, who costs more? Is it Vinny Jr. or so Vinny Jr. costs 10. Rafinha, I feel like Rafinha is going to cost more, isn't he? Rafinha costs 8.2. Wow, he's actually pretty cheap. Wow, he's way cheaper than I thought he was going to be. I did not expect that. Anyway, we've got enough money here so we can bring in Vinny Jr., so let's bring him in. Why can't I move him in? 12th man. Oh, God. I can't bring him in because he's my 12th man. I'm going to put Rafinha there, but in theory, that would be Vinny Jr. probably. Defensively, I'd probably go for something like this. I feel like defensively, that's where you can get creative with the scouting bonus. I feel like you can definitely get ahead here with that. I feel like Krejci is a no-brainer. So I'd get rid of Munoz. I'd probably get rid of Kukurea. Bring in the Krejci. Volo was definitely onto something there. I think I'd probably get rid of Kimmich as well. Brown is not worth it anymore. He's over 5%. As is the Schlotterbeck, whatever his stupid name is. I'm not bringing in an Australian defender. Not bringing in any of them. No one's standing out to me at the moment. Moller Wolf, no. He was good for match day 1. He's no good now. Kufau, he's already in, so don't mind that. He's actually a pretty good pick. He's under 5% owned, and he's starting tonight. I feel like Douglas Santos is actually a pretty good shout. If you're after a cheap defender, I don't mind him at all. And then, what did Sanchez get? So he was rubbish. He was no good. Who else has good fixtures? I feel like Japan are actually a pretty good shout here. I feel like I'd get Theo Fernandez. I feel like I'd go him in there. And then just a goalkeeper that's going to do well. I've actually got a lot of money left, so I'm going to have to rethink this in a second. Let's go to money. Where's the goalkeepers? Sorry. Goalkeeper. Get that off. Oh my God, what's it doing here? Oh my God. Can't click buttons. Beach, no. Who was the USA goalkeeper? USA. Wow, Virginia got 11 points. That's insane. So did Beach. That's crazy points. Yeah, Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, not going to do anything there. I feel like I'm still chasing the upside of like one of these players doing something. Who am I looking for? Alison Becker, what's he? 6.2%, no good. Vargas, don't like him. Pickford, what's he? Wow, 14.6% for Pickford. What's wrong with people? With that defense in front of me, he's going to be no good. Oh, who am I looking for here? There's someone I'm looking for, and I can't think of who it is. God, maybe you just pick someone up here. Let's. I think Alison Becker's a pretty good pick here. Hold on, where's Becker? He's not going to be. Why can't I transfer him in? I've got too many Brazilian players. Oh, I've got too many Brazilian players. That's why I can't transfer him in. Where's the Japan goal? Actually, Egyptian goalkeeper already got him. Far out. Just some idiot. Who's the USA goalkeeper? Hold on. USA. I fancy them to keep clean sheets. There we go. Let's bring in Frisch, whatever his name is. They've got 8.1 million left to spend. All right, but you're not going to sit there and take these idiots in. Havertz is definitely going to leave. Let's get him out. Revert. Let's bring back in. Oh, God. So this is the problem. I'm like chasing. Musiala comes out as well. Get rid of him. I wish there was a button for like how much a player costs. But there's not. I'm just making it up as I go along. None of these players are like players I'm like, oh, I want them. No, I don't want them. None of the big names are really good. Marcus Rashford could be pretty good, by the way. He could shout. Oh, I actually don't know. Forwards, I feel like maybe you just go with a 3-prong forward line, revert that, and you just spend up big in the forward line and just bring in the big hitters. Bring in your Haaland. Bring in your Harry Kane. And then you've got 1.4 million in the bank. Get rid of Rashford. Who did I have there before? Musiala, revert. There you go, 0.9. I'd go with something like that. But instead of Rafinha, I'd have Vinny Jr. and piss off someone and find the money for it. Something like that, I reckon. Go all out in the defense for the scouting bonus. Just pick good players everywhere else and hope they bang. Yep. I reckon that's what I'd do. You can sort by price. Where? Where's the button to sort by price? Total points. Team. Total. Price. I'm an idiot. Yeah, I'm an idiot. Sorry, I'll hold my hands up. I'm an idiot. Oh, God. I'm not intelligent. That's how you know I'm still a little bit sick, because that just didn't function. Hold on. Let's go to midfielders. Midfielders, Vinny Jr. is the most expensive. Dembele, Yamal, Salah. Oh, Salah. Piss Ravinha off. Bring in the Salah. 0.9 million. Need to find 0.9 million. All right. Musiala then leaves. And I've got 7.1 mil to spend in the midfield. 7.1. I'm buying Anthony Gordon, baby. Actually, you know what? You're probably buying Yildiz or Gula. I feel like they're both going to be pretty good. I actually think they're both going to be really good. No, you're bringing in Bruno Guimaraes. Oh, no, I've already got Bruno Guimaraes. You idiot. You absolute tool. Actually, I'm bringing in Declan Rice. He's going to score a few more assists from those corners. He's probably going to make a few tackles. He's probably under 5. Oh, he's actually 7.5% owned. Wow. Okay. Wow. No, I don't want him anymore. Yield is. He got 1 point. Well, he sucks, doesn't he? Gula. All these guys are over 5%. Actually, you know what? I'm picking Declan Rice because I think he bangs. And he's going to put it on Harry Kane's head and he's going to score a couple of goals. I think that's what I'd wildcard and do. Something like that. How much money is in the bank? 0.1 mil. There you go. Wildcard team for those people who are interested. Nothing up, we're leaving money in the bank. Exactly. Who would you go for? Mendes is a Brazilian defender or a Colombian defender? I'd go a Brazil one. Anthony Gordon? No. Sabari, is he in midfield? Let's have a look. Sal Bari. Sal. Oh, sorry, I can't spell. Hold on. How do you spell it? Oh, Saibari. Sal Bari. Oh, yeah? Wow, he got 10 points the last round. Jesus Christ. Why didn't someone tell me that when I was bringing in Bruno G? Poor effort, chat. Poor effort. Yeah, that's what I'd do. I'm going to leave that up there for a couple of minutes. That's what I'd do. If I was wildcarding, I'd go to something like that. Get rid of Rice, actually. Yeah, get rid of Rice. Revert and bring in. There you go. There we go. The chat have swayed me. Actually, I've just realized I've got double defense. That's a disaster waiting to happen, isn't it? Someone give me another defender. Let's get rid of Kufau. We've got Krejci from the same team. We've got 3.9 million to spend. 3.9 on a defender. Hold on, let's go to defenders. Let's sort by price. Yes, 3.9 mil. All right, you lot tell me if these are any good. That was a lot of 4.1s. A lot of 4s. 3.9. Mandy, Kesati, Moine, Affengruber, Michele, Says, Moharovic, Steven Moreira, Layi, Machado, Mojkia, Arias. That's the defender Arias, not the John Arias in midfield. Kayembe, Due could be half decent. Agbadu, oh, good old Agbadudu. Holes, what a name, Holes. Imagine calling yourself Holes. I've got lots of holes. Drew Salini. Ordinoz. I sold a bloke called Ordinoz in my Footium Academy the other day to some bloke for about $90. Ito, I mean, I've got... Oh, mate, you can have a Kim Wang. You can have a Kim Moon Wang. Wang. I think I'm saying that right. This guy. Kim Moon Wang. He's owned by no one because he got no points in the first match day. Probably not a good buy. You can bring in Reem. Oh my God, what are these names? Oh, I've got to pull it together. Pull it together, you useless fool. Ngoy from Belgium. Joel, Ordinals of Ecuador probs. Would you do Mendes to a Brazilian defender for a -3? Yes. Ecuador defender, 3.9 mil. Ecuador, 3.9 mil. Let me have a look. People love the Ecuador defense. They'll tell me they're going to keep a clean sheet. Match day 1, did they keep a clean sheet? No, they didn't. I said they wouldn't, and they didn't. I'm not convinced they do now either. Joel Ordinoz is got to be the one. 2 points in match day 1. Happy days. That's probably the guy. Torres did not play. Porozo did not play. Medina did not play. Lots of players did not play. Huang is, well, Wang it is. You can't buy last round's points, exactly. Odds on round 2 being tighter defensively. Nah, I think there'll be a lot of goals again this week. -30 is the new -12. You better believe it. Where's Nightmare when you need him? PL fixtures out tomorrow, so can't wait to lock in my game week 1 team. Yes. Oh, mate, I can't wait for the FPL team merchants to come out of the woodwork and start spawning out my updated draft, my updated draft, daily videos, my updated draft. I thought about this player, my updated draft. That guy looks half decent, my updated draft. I'm taking the piss. I'm so bad. Oh, my God. This is what happens. I work all week, and I just want to have a bit of fun on the weekend, which is why I stream in the first place, because it's fun. Sirati. I feel like you guys are just making me say names now that don't exist. All right, let's reset that. Let's go to manage team. That's what I'd cook up, something like that. I think I'm going to 12th man Ronaldo. I wanted 12th man Ronaldo to stick it up Rahi when he bangs and just go, you know what? I had faith. I had faith in my boy. And Rahi does not have faith in my boy. Sorry, I don't know what happened there. That was a bit weird. Verts or Doku? Doku for me. I feel like he's a better pick in general. Yes, get in the league, Mr. Watermelon. See, that's how I've got no idea. I should know this. I live in this country. I have no idea who plays for Australia. I do know that Beach was in goal because he made the news. Beach made the news because Australia, I think, had 26% possession and won 2-0. I actually saw the goals, and what on earth are Turkey doing for those goals? Bizarre defending. Which Brazilian defender, for what it's worth, I think Douglas Costa or Danilo is probably your best bet. Sadio, Mane, anyone. I don't mind that pick. That's a pretty good shout, actually, G. He looked pretty good. You had Mane on the left, Ahmad on the right. No, I'm thinking of the wrong game, aren't I? Ahmad was on the right for Ivory. God, no, they weren't. He was. What? Hold on. I have to have a look. Hold on. Wait, match day 1. Ahmad scored for someone in the 90th minute to give him a 1-0 win. I remember that. It was. I was going to say, Ahmad plays for the Ivory Coast. He does. Mane plays for... He also plays for the Ivory Coast, doesn't he? No, he plays for Senegal. Sorry, Senegal. We've got Mane on the left and not Ahmad on the right. It's Ismaila Sarr off the right. That's right. My apologies, folks. I knew that I was getting confused there. I got confused. I got 9 points, 3.9 mil. Yeah, he's no good. Australia are not keeping a clean sheet against the USA, and they're not keeping a clean sheet against Panama either, or Paraguay either, I don't think. I was watching Saran Jackson for Senegal and watched him miss every chance again like prime FPL. I know, it's the gift that keeps on giving. Some players just keep on giving regardless of whether it's FPL, whether it's World Cup Fantasy, whether it's anything. Yes, there we go. I was getting there. I was getting confused. I've watched a lot of football while being sick, and a lot of the games kind of blurred into one another. Yeah. Brazilian defender for a 1-week punt has to be, if you think they're going to score a headed goal against Tahiti, it has to be Gabriel or Marquinhos. If you don't think that is going to happen, it's got to be Douglas Costa or Danilo. If you want low-owned players, it's Douglas Costa or Danilo because they are the low-owned players. Yeah. I think that's realistically where you need to go. Oh my God, I've just realized that screen is still not on this. Still can't get the bloody screen on the screen. There we go. Oh my God, where am I going here? There we go. Have I fixed that? Is it on correctly now? There we go. Nailed it. I think. Hopefully. Yes, I've nailed it. There we go. Sweet. Are you able to watch every game of these times? That's nice at least. No, I will not be watching the midnight game. I'm going to bed after this stream. I've got a 3-hour alarm to wake up and play my footium game. And I'm going back to bed, and then I'll wake up and I'll watch the late game, which will be at 6 a.m. And then I'll watch the 9 a.m. game secretly when I'm at work. Oh my God. I was like, what's going on here? There we go. That's better. No idea what I did there. Maria Capaverde. Yeah, no, Capaverde are not keeping another clean sheet. Sorry. Harry Kane could be my 12th man by the time this deadline ends. I agree. Yep. Thank you. Thank you very much, Bobby. How many total managers? I think the number is between 2 and 3 million. So decent numbers. I was watching Sarah and Jackson for Senegal and watched them miss every chance. Oh, the Jackson. I mean, the funny thing is that Jackson's probably still Chelsea's best striker. And that's saying something because the lap was so goddamn awful. And I don't think João Pedro's a striker. I feel like João Pedro's better in the number 10. It's going to be interesting to see what happens. I don't know if Jackson signed a deal to actually sign for Bayern Munich this summer. I know he was on loan last season from Chelsea. I'm not sure if he's got a deal there for whatever. I don't actually teach, Harry. I'm in the office. So I'm working and the football's on one of my 3 screens to the right. Yep. You taking hits galore like you do in FPL? You better believe it, baby. I've taken a -6 this week. Yes, please smash a like, as Colm says there. Not many good 3.9 million defenders. I agree. There aren't. Bellingham, Rafinha, someone hilarious. I tell you what, I'm probably going to bring Ronaldo in just because I'm an idiot and I like wasting boosters. I don't believe in boosters and getting points from boosters. He's gone back to Chelsea. There we go. There we go. I just think he's class. He's running. For what it's worth, Jackson has one really bad flaw. He can't finish. which when you're a striker is a little bit of an issue. It's a little bit of an issue when you can't finish. Let's be fair, it's a bit of an issue. However, I think that he's still their best player. Cole Palmer played so much better when Nicholas Jackson was there. It's because of the fact that Nicholas Jackson's movement is world class. His finishing is god awful. If he had the finishing capability of like someone that could actually, hit a barn door occasionally, he'd actually be one of the world's best strikers. That's just a fact. Bayern decline to enforce the transfer, so Jackson going back. Wow. Probably because of the fact he misses too many shots. Rumor is though he's off. Alonso not a fan. Okay, interesting. Messi or Haaland though? I feel like Haaland's a better pick this week than Messi. I don't think that Argentina are going to have their way with Austria. Austria are actually a pretty good football side. They have been for like the last 4 years, really. Nicholas Jackson does everything else well, but exactly. He's just very clumsy. He reminds me of Scott Frost. He reminds me of Frosty. Always fails to flatter and deceive. When you think he's going to score, he misses. He's no Bayer. He's no Elias Bayer, I can tell you that much, that's for sure. When Bayer gets a chance, you expect to see goal. Yeah. I have to do it. I hate to break it to you all. Oh, no, maybe I should leave Vinny in. God, so much of me wants to bring in Ronaldo. I can't tell you how much of me wants to bring in Ronaldo. Where's the card when you need it? Let's defer to the card. Is the card just going to stomp all over right here? Actually, the card's going to lead me down a garden path I don't want to go down, probably. Actually, I've got the wrong card. Which card's the right one? I think this is the right one. Cristiano Ronaldo. Vinny Jr. Oh, the card's picked Vinny Jr. Look, even the card knows that Ronaldo's not a good pick. I mean, there it is. That's all you need to know. Even the card is saying that Ronaldo's washed. Someone do not clip that up and send it to Rahi. I'll never hear the end of it. Never hear the end of it. Egypt goalkeeper and Yuba or Ecuador goalkeeper and Ashore? Ooh. I feel like the Egypt goalkeeper is going to be better for the next 2 games as a pair of games. So I'm going to say the Egyptian goalkeeper, and that's why I've transferred him in. So I'm going to say the Egyptian goalkeeper. I don't say that with any confidence, but I feel like that's probably where I'd go. Man, I've rinsed Robinson. I'm putting him into training again. I've coached him 3 times now, G. 3 times in 3 days. I've done well. And he's not even going to fall below the threshold to get injured. I've milked that to perfection. I'm actually very impressed with myself for that. Very impressed. CR7 to bang that. I know, it's going to happen. Text Tonic, 100% it's going to happen. I'm like, part of me really wants to do it. I don't know if I've got the balls to do it. I don't have the kahunas. I've lost my kahunas. Oh, God. Egypt goalkeeper. Yeah. He's not even injured. Yeah, I know. How's he done it, G? He's literally on 70%. I've whacked him back into coaching. So I literally opened coaching, put him in. As soon as it finished, I put him back in. So he went down to 50%. Then I've coached Smith twice in a row. And now I can coach Robinson again. I don't know how that's possible, but I have. And I feel like once the transfer window opens, I can coach Smith one more time. So I'm going to have coached him 3 times each. Unfortunately, no one else is getting coached at the moment that I need to coach at Brittle, but it's going to work. Egypt got 2 good games, exactly. I'd really, for what it's worth, part of me is like, I should have bought in Salah, but it kind of worked. I had the exact money to do the moves I've done, and I think that that's just how I'm going to roll with it. Schick starting instills me with some confidence because they've got South Africa. I watched South Africa match day 1, and there's no way they're getting... I don't think they're getting anything. I think they are cooked. What's good, Fundles? Why are you not going for Rafinha? No idea is the honest answer because I just want to buy a 10 million player and I feel like Vidi cost 10 million, Rafinha cost 8.2. That's my reasoning. Yeah, I was tempted. I feel like the match day, this is an interesting one because I feel like the next best day for 12 man is either today, like match day 2, or it's probably the round of 32. But it makes more sense to play the qualification booster in round of 32 rather than the 12 man. And then once you get to the round of 16, the games become way more cagier. There's less chance for multiple goals. That's why I'm going with it today because I think that there's a lot of fixtures that look pretty good on paper for multiple teams. I'm expecting there to be goals in a lot of the teams, and hopefully they score a lot of points. That's what I'm going with. Let's have a look at that poll. Let's see how people got on it. By the way, if you're joining and you've only just joined, smash a vote on the poll and let me know in the comments how many points you got match day 1. I got 108 points match day 1. So I'm over the 100-point club. So 33% under 85, 37% over 85, 26% over 100, and only 3% over 115. So I've done all right. I've had a decent start, which is always nice. What do you think about Havertz? I think Havertz is a really good pick. I don't know if I'd pick him as a 12th man, but I feel like for the next 2 match days, I feel like Havertz looked in form. I haven't got anything negative to say. I think it was a pretty good pick. I saw a lot of people 12th man him and captain him in match day 1, and well done. Common sense 3 to me. Yeah. Thoughts on Haalander's Schick and Wirtz to Vinny for 1 week? Don't mind it. Actually, don't mind it. I think Schick is going to repay my faith. He better because I picked him for this moment. And if he disappoints again, I'll be fuming with myself because I could have gone in so many other different directions, but I've gone with the Schick. It'd be nice if he scored a brace tonight, and I'd be like, sweet, I'm leaving my captain there for the match day. Happy days. I wouldn't even consider moving it. If he scored a brace tonight, happy days. Ideally, he gets a hat-trick, has 4 shots on target, gets 20 points. I'm laughing all the way to the bank. I don't think that's going to happen. For what it's worth, I don't think that's going to happen, but it would be nice if it did. But yeah, pretty happy with the way, yeah. I've just enjoyed the game. It's actually been fun playing, even though I've been horribly ill the last 6 days. I was actually going to pump out an extra video, but I haven't had the energy. So I was like, you know what? I did the one yesterday and I'm doing this, and then I'm hopefully going to get back into some watch-alongs. I got the England one underway. Every England game I'll be doing a watch-along, FYI, unless it's at work. Hold on, let me just double-check that. I could just be making this up. Let's have a look. I feel like the England games are all at times where I'm not at work, but I could be wrong about that. 100% I'm going to be at work now. I've said that and I'm going to be at work, aren't I? Hold on, let's go here. Match Center. Next time England play is USA Australia. Who wants that on a Saturday night? Do we want that Saturday morning? Do we want me to do an Australian watch-along? Let me know in the comments right now. Do you want the D-Unit to do an Australian watch-along against the USA? I'm going to be like, it's soccer. Look at this soccer players. God, no one will watch if I do that. I'll do one. If people want it, 3 a.m. Saturday morning, I'm happy to do that one. What else have we got here? When do England play next? It's going to be Wednesday morning, my time, isn't it? Oh, look at that. Wednesday morning, 4 a.m. again. We can do it, boys and girls. We can do it. England watch-along will be back next week. Wednesday morning. It's a Tuesday night for you lot that live on the other side of the world. But for me, it's a Wednesday morning. It's perfect timing. 4 o'clock in the morning. Those are the times I like to wake up. I can do the game and then I can go to the gym. It is literally the best time for me to wake up. Plus, I've also got my footium game at 3, so that works out well. Then I think the last match day would be let's go here. It might be the Monday. No, it's not the Monday. It's the Sunday. Sunday. Oh, look at that. 5 a.m. Yes. Get in. Panama versus England, 5 a.m. That's the dream. What a dream kickoff time. Oh, and then a match day. On the last match day, we actually had multiple games on at once. Oh, hallelujah. The watch-alongs are going to be much better. They're going to be much better. They're literally going to be much better when it comes to match day 3. There's going to be multiple games on for me to watch at once. I'm enjoying that already. You're not at work? Yep. Tuesday needs a kangaroo accent. Wednesday morning for you. Yeah, we're good. We're good. I'm definitely going to do that. You know what? I'm going to try and get my best American accent on and mungle it with my Australian one for the USA Australian game. Oh, mate, you know what the worst thing is? Is that because it's in the United States, a lot of these games between these, a lot of these boring games have had American commentators, and listening to them commentate football is criminal. It's actually the worst thing that exists in life around football is listening to an American comment. Sorry, Americans. If there's any Americans watching, just tell me to shut up. But when you guys talk about soccer, it's actually ridiculous. It's actually ridiculous. We're going to have our hydration break for the soccer. We're going to run a couple of ads. Oh, no, I've got to stop. I've got to stop. I'm sorry. I've got to stop. Take a hit, Rob. Take a hit. I've taken a hit. I've taken -6. I wish I could write that somewhere on the screen. I've taken a -6. That's what I've done. -6 is in the bag. I'm just going to move that timer over slightly a little bit there. Don't know why it does that when it gets down to those numbers, but yeah, it's a bit stupid. Also, I really need to chuck a piss. I've been holding on for about the last 30 minutes. This is the problem because I'm ill. I'm on antibiotics. It's making me piss way more than usual. I'll be back in a second, folks. Don't go anywhere. All right, now we're back. Right through the last 38 minutes. And then I literally leaving right on the dot because my footy game of Brittle's about to kick off in about 30 odd minutes. Hydration break. Oh, look, I should have put an ad on the screen. Literally like, this hydration break is brought to you by Macca's. We've now got access to the modern house meal, the world's high. Mate, I can't do an American accent. I can do a Scottish one, but I can't do an American one. No good. No good. Had to rush my 2 free transfers at 12 man earlier. Now time to sort things out with a couple of hits. Nice. Rumours that Rafinha won't play due to blisters. Oh, God. You should have capitalised on that break. Ads on the screen. I know. I don't even know how they do it. By the way, I don't know what's going on with YouTube because since I last did live streams, the way that they do the ads now is way different. Because before I was like, what? The settings have definitely changed because I was like, I watched back the thing for the first 30 minutes because I swear it was showing ads that normally it wouldn't show. So I'm going to have to look into that. I'm not sure what the settings are, but I'm going to have to look into that because that was weird. I was like, why is it doing that? And it must be, they changed the UI. Normally when you prepare a live stream, you go into YouTube and you press a button and it just changes it from whatever it is to whatever. And normally it doesn't run any ads. And then today and the last couple of times it's been running ads. And I've seen it today when I'm watching, I'm like, why is it doing that? But it has. I'm going to look into it. They obviously changed the way it works. I'm not sure why they did it. I'm not from New Zealand, Toasty. I'm from Australia. Either way, both of the teams started actually pretty well at the World Cup. Oh, mate, the hydration breaks, honestly. I was sitting there last night doing the England game with Croatia. I was like, what am I going to talk about for 5 minutes? Like, I'm literally just making crap up to regurgitate out of my mouth. It's yeah. I've got a couple of things planned for the next hydration break. I've got a couple of props with me that we're going to bring out, and I'm going to be like, all right, let's talk about this. And it's going, oh, by the way, how cool is this? There we go. There's something to talk about. Hydration break. My missus made I don't know. She got a company and made it. Hold on. This is embarrassing. And because it's cold at the moment, right? Like it's really cold in Australia, even though it's probably really warm where you guys are. Stubby holder. Look at that. That's pretty good. Hold on. I need to turn the can around the other way so I can actually drink out of it. Look at that. Keeping me hand warm. The ad was American. Is Vuskovic a good pick? For Croatia, I wasn't impressed with Croatia at all. Not going to lie, I thought that he was poor. I actually thought Croatia, they look like they're not going to keep a clean sheet. I don't think they're going to be any good at this World Cup, based off what I saw this morning. Is it worth letting go of Majica and losing 3 points? If so, who would I transfer him to? How much is he? 3.9? How much is Kufau? I feel like Kufau is actually a really good shout, and he's only cost 3.6. He's just a cheap player for 3.6, isn't he? I don't mind that one. Don't worry, buddy. You're good at making things up. Thank you very much, Harry. Why no Rafinha? Because I'm going with Vinny, and I don't have the money to bring him in for anyone else, and I'm not taking any more hits because I've already taken 2. I bet Rafinha plays. He probably does. Probably does. I just think Vinny Jr. is he's the man running the show, right? He's going to sit there and go, you play for Barcelona, mate, and they can't even pay for Marcus Rashford to come back, and I play for Real Madrid. I feel like that's probably going to trump. That's my gut feel. As I said, I'm making that up. Probably isn't going to happen like that, but it wouldn't surprise me if it did happen like that. All right, we're about 33 minutes away from the deadline. Well, technically the deadline. That was funny. Actually, you know what happened last deadline, right? So all these people were like, oh no, I could still make transfers past the whatever the kickoff time was, whatever it was. And in reality, all they were doing was making transfers in their next match day and getting minus points, which I don't know, I could be wrong. I don't know if that actually happened, but I feel like potentially that did happen. Would you bring Sabari for Verts? For Verts for a -3 might be completely stupid. No, I don't mind it. Lots of people have been talking about Sabari today, and he is playing the false 9 for Morocco, and that should, in theory, mean a few avenues to points. Croatia were poor, Ghana and Panama. Yeah, I mean, that game, I'm not going to lie, it was on at work, and I think I watched about 5 minutes of it, and that I just happened to be when the goal went in, because I got a notification on my phone saying to be in a goal, and I looked at it then. It was not a pretty game of football to watch. I'm glad I was not calling that one, because I literally would have been counting crickets. Is a punt on Cunha worth the risk? Probably not. Already done it? Yes, Sabari versus Scotland should be good. How's my midfield? Rafinha, Vinny, Bruno F, Elise and Bruno G. I love that midfield. That midfield's going to cook some points, surely. Also got Mbappe, Kane, Valencia on attack. That's a pretty good attack. I mean, your defense must be dirt cheap, Chris Scoop. By the way, if you haven't already, make sure you join the league code. The code is on the screen, PZKWBM58. I actually counted the number of people. Someone actually asked me how many people there were in there. When I looked earlier today, there was 300 and something, low 300s. So yeah, make sure you join. It keeps your things. Instead of hydration breaks, just turn the sprinklers or become the sprinkler, either or. Yeah, exactly. That was the case. Yep, those transfers are for this match day. So when it gets to 31 minutes time, stop making transfers. Otherwise, you're going to be on minus points straight out the gate, and you don't want that. I went to bed and forgot to sub Munoz on for O'Reilly. Oh, God, that's unlucky. That's unlucky. I mean, I was so... Yeah, the good thing is that these games are on when I'm awake. So if I don't sub a player on, it's criminal, because I've got no excuse not to, because it's like literally during the morning for me. Unless like a game happens between like midnight and 3 a.m. when I'm not interested in watching that game. That's the only time I'm going to get screwed over by not being able to move a play. But then I'll probably just sit there and do a thing. I enjoyed the atmosphere in the Ghana game. Fair. Wang, Nakamara, Elise, Vinny, Bruno G. Mate, that is some midfield, G. Has to be said. That is some midfield. I think that midfield's going to cook. Can't see a world where that midfield doesn't cook, to be honest. I think that's just a really good looking midfield. I just realised I think I might have another player I can finish training. I do. Look at that. Oh, happy days. Look at that. Get that in. Milton Robinson's training at the moment, so I need a left back. So I'm not going to train my other left back. Rios can stay. James Stewart can't be trained because he's starting. All right, I can't train anyone else. I've actually cleared a lot of South Park training early doors here. I've done quite well, considering everything. I swear I definitely just pressed that button. Okay, that's because I've already done that, you Wally. Which player top scores this week? Cristiano Ronaldo. When everyone doesn't bring him in, he's going to deliver a hat-trick. I can feel it already. I'm going to regret not 12th manning him, but I'm scared of doing it. That's my gut feel. I feel like Ronaldo is going to show up and just put the doubters back in their box this match day. Who would I transfer in? Reinders versus Sweden or De Bruyne versus Iran? Oh. It's got to be De Bruyne versus Iran, surely. It's been a good World Cup so far. Plenty of goals and an FPL. Oh, exactly. It's just so much more fun. Like the point scoring is just so much easier to follow when you're watching a football. Any fantasy game, any good fantasy game is a companion to the actual sport. That's what makes it a good game. Last season, FPL went on a path that made no sense to me. Why would you sit there and add something to the game that does not enhance the viewer's pleasure of the game. Like, people are sitting there going, is that a DC? How is that good for the game? At least in this one, it's very self-explanatory. 3 tackles equals a point. Creating 2 chances, which could be tapped in, equals 2 points. And scouting bonus equals 2 points. And the one I don't like, 2 shots on target or whatever it is, equals 1 point. Outside of that, I think the scoring's brilliant. Like, you give more points for goals, happy days. Everyone's happy. More points for clean sheets. And that's why picking forwards or picking defenders is actually really hard work, because the defenders can get you a lot of points. We've seen that. Lots of defenders getting big points, but then a lot of the forwards are getting big points as well. FPL have just gone, they've just cooked it. Mark Summons has come in and ruined the game single-handedly, like in the one summer. It's incredible what he's done. For Wildcard, which players would you say are a must? Mbappe, Elise, Bruno G, I think, is pretty imperative as well. The Brazilian Bruno. I feel like Dest is just such a good pick. I hope he's under 5% still. 3.4, happy days. Yeah. Outside of that, I think you can just pick a bunch of players. If you're wildcarding today, just look at the fixtures. Who's got the best lot of next 2 fixtures and pick players based on that. That's what I would be doing. Yamal, I don't think he's going to start. My gut feel is it's the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. They probably start him off the bench again. Would you recommend switching Vinny for Yamal? No. Do you think Dest against Australia is a good pick? Yes. Australia got lucky against Turkey. I don't think they get luckier the second time round. Surely it's Kevin De Bruyne versus Iran. Yeah, exactly. I think it is. I've used unlimited transfers. Is that good? Yeah, if you've got Wildcard active, then yes. Use as many transfers as you want. 100%. Change your entire team. Whatever fancies your boat. 100%. That's what you got to do. That's what you got to do. You can't blame Mark for the current state of the Premier League. That's true. I'll take that back. But he added something that did nothing to enrich the game. I'll recalibrate that comment. He did nothing to enhance the game, and the changes that came under his stewardship have actually made the game worse based on the fact that the football was crap last season. Your thoughts on my wildcard team? Galdanez and don't mind that. Goy, Krejci, love it. Kufau, love it. Dest, yes. Vuskovic, I'm not so sure about that one. Bruno G, Rafinha, Elise, Sabari, Yamal, Messi, Kane, and Mbappe. I think that Messi's moment of magic will not be happening in Matchday 2. I think you could probably transfer him in Matchday 3 and go for Haaland instead. And I don't think Yamal's going to do anything in Matchday 2. If he does, it's probably going to be off the bench. And I'd probably go for someone else in midfield. But other than that, I like the rest of the team. See, Ronaldo's got a better fixture this week. Ronaldo's got Uzbekistan. People think Austria are crap. Austria are not crap. Austria will give Argentina a way better. They'll be their hardest game in the group by some distance. Messi's not going to score another hat-trick, folks, against Austria. It's just not going to happen. And if it does, I'll shout some memberships. Actually, you know what? It's a new month. I can shout some now. Well done to all these people. I'm going to gift 5 memberships just for showing up for World Cup Fantasy. Send gift memberships to viewers. Here we go. There we go. There we go. Thank you very much for joining. And hopefully 5 of you are going to be gifted something. There we go. 5 people. Welcome to the club. We're currently working on some stuff for the summer to make these badges look a little bit sexier for FPL next season. We're going to get the South degenerates in there. I think someone will do good. I mean, it seems Yamal will play approx 45 minutes as they don't want to aggravate his injury. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't think you can bring in a player that is a minute's risk. So for me, Yeah, exactly what Zygel said. They should be just successful tackles. It's so much easier to count. It's happy days. Yamal and Undav, Game Week 3 wildcard. Yeah, fair. Torn between Bruno G or Luis Diaz. They're both good picks for what it's worth. I think they're both really good picks. My pleasure. Yeah, I'm going to hand out another 5 at some point this month as well. I'm not sure when. Maybe when England score a goal. So if you join for the live watch along like you did last night. Should have done it last night when they won. I just completely forgot because I'm still been recovering. I'm still on antibiotics. So hopefully, I'm due to finish them in a day and a half. So Once I've done that, I'll be happy days. Crack on. 23 minutes till the deadline. Make sure you've sorted your teams, folks. Make sure you've made your transfers if you're going to make them. Just make sure you've done them. Schick better do something, man. The ultimate start would be Schick getting a brace tonight and I just leave the captaincy on him for the game week. That's what I would like to have happen. If that can happen, I'm going to go to bed pretty happy. Nightmare's saying about unless Neymar is on. Neymar's not even fit, so he's not an issue at the moment. And also, why did he get picked for the World Cup? I don't know. There's some people that I'm like, why are they at the World Cup? Like Jordan Henderson. What's he doing at the World Cup? Neymar, I mean, he's the definition of a has-been. For what it's worth, I feel like Ronaldo's just been picked because Martinez has no backbone about him at all. I feel like an actual strong manager probably said, Ronaldo, you're 40 years old, mate. You're probably done. Balogun is a really good pick. Love the Balogun pick. I actually thought about bringing in Balogun for Schick, but I didn't need the money, so that's why I didn't do it. João Neves, I don't like the João Neves pick. Yeah, I don't think that's a good pick. Do you think having 3 midfielders from Brazil is wise? I think it might be risky and I might switch out Bruno G for Luis Diaz. Yeah, that's fair. I just think that Haiti are going to concede a lot of goals to Brazil. They're not going to be as successful as they were against Scotland. Scotland missed some absolute chances in that game and Scotland looked scared. I feel like that's the best way to describe that Scotland performance against Haiti. They were scared of not winning the game. That's my gut read on how that went down. Try saying, oh crap, I forgot to put captain and Schick. Kane, Schick, and Mbappe front line. Don't mind it. So if I had more transfers, maybe just move Haaland. The only reason why I didn't do that is because I think Haaland starts all 3 games. I'm not convinced Harry Kane starts in Matchday 3. I feel like England beat Ghana and then they've won both games. They're through as group winners. They probably mass rotate in Matchday 3. I don't think Thomas Tuchel will play his first strength team in Matchday 3. I think that's just what's going to happen. And for that reason, I've been put off buying Harry Kane. However, in the round of 32 is 100% of my team. 100%. If England are going to win the World Cup, Harry Kane is in my team from the round of 32. Yeah, I'm a bit scared of doing Ronaldo. I'm not going to lie, mate. I'm not going to lie. I've chickened out of that one. I just feel like Portugal really... I watched the highlights of the Portugal game today, and they started off really well, and then they offered nothing. And Ronaldo just looked... He didn't look on it. Didn't look on it at all. I did Havertz to Schick, thoughts, don't mind it. Doku, McKennie, Wirtz, Elise, midfield. I like it. It's pretty good midfield forward. Remember, you can make manual subs, guys. So, my team started at... it started at a back 4 and ended up as a back 5. And I think I ended up with 1 forward. It was a 5-4-1. I ended up playing a 5-4-1. And the only outfield player that blanked was actually Bruno Fernandes. And I would never have guessed that before the match day started, that Bruno Fernandes is going to be the one player that blanked for me. Incredible that he blanked. But he did. But he did. He blanked, and that was that. Over 85 points is now the winner by some distance, 41%. That's really cool. See, this is good. Like I feel like FPL just started so crap for me last season. And because I started so crap, I was just playing... I don't know. I feel like I just started doing stupid nonsense that I probably shouldn't have. I looked back at my season review and all my transfers are actually pretty good. It was just my captaincy was horrendous and my chip usage was horrendous. My triple captain chips just, as usual, just sucked ass. So I'm hoping that my boosters go a bit better than my chip usage did in FPL. I didn't have Havertz to Schick. Love it. Thoughts on Schick as 12th man? I feel like if you go to do a 12th man, you really want to be picking a player that costs 10 million. Because of the fact there's no price limit on the 12th man, I feel like you're better off picking a player that costs a lot of money. My full team is Rangel, Krepau, Gabriel, Kimmich, Kukuran, Nuno Mendes, Yeah, Nuno Mendes this week should be a pretty good pick, actually, now that I think about that fixture. Kufau, Bruno F, yeah, also a really good fixture this week. Elise, Rafinha, Wirtz, Zaka. Oh, Zaka, I forgot about Zaka. Mbappe, Schick, and Ozabayel. Don't mind it for what it's worth. I actually had the front line of Haaland, Schick, and Ozabayel for match day 1, and I was hoping to leave it that way. But the way that Spain played and the kind of striker that Ozabayel is, I was like, if other teams do low blocks against Spain, he's not going to be a good pick because he is a running behind player. And the way that Spain played the other day was all very much tiki-taka. And they didn't really create any balls in behind. It was all just passing. And Ozabayel, for pretty much the first 45 minutes, looked like he was not even in the game. He looked like a typical Haaland game. You know when Haaland touches the ball 2 or 3 times and a half and scores a goal? That's the kind of half that Ozabayel had. The only problem is that he didn't score a goal. He didn't even look like scoring. Actually, there was a couple of moments where he looked like he could have, but then it was just amazing defending from that Capo de Verde centre-back that just threw himself in front of the ball. Can't remember his name, but it was fantastic defending. But that was the only time that Ozabayel actually looked like he was going to do anything. 108. Got 108 points. I'm going to write that in the chat. I was pretty happy with the start. No boosters used. 108 points in the bank. Top 23K. Top 24K technically because 23,436 is top 24, not top 23. But either way, pretty good. Pretty good number of points. I was pretty happy with that performance. Not even going to lie. Thanks to the chat, really. I was not going to pick Dest. I was not going to pick Vasquez. However, I was influenced by the chat to pick McTominay, and I don't know if I was going to pick McTominay. I think I was actually looking at McGinn, and McGinn, ironically, would have been a way better pick than McTominay because he scored. Will Hakimi and Kukurea bang? Let's ask the cards advice. Yes or no? No. Hi, Scott. How are you, mate? Anyone know if unused transfers carry over? One carries over. You can't carry them both. You can carry one. So match day 3, you could potentially have 3 free transfers if you decide to roll one. You can't roll them both, though. I know that because I did that in the Club World Cup game, and it's exactly the same rules as that. I can't believe it. I think I'm going to have to chuck another piss. What the hell? I haven't even drunk anything since I chucked the piss. God. The antibiotics are going straight through me. They're doing weird things to my bladder. Folks, I'm going to have to go and piss again. Sorry, I'll be back in a sec. Unmute myself. That's helpful. 12 minutes left. Actually, that's a lie. It's 13 and a half. Sabari, only 2% owned. Really? I should have put an ad on, man. I should have put an ad on. You're right. Should have. Well, is that the FPL card that's been off the rocker? Mate, this is the FPL card that's been off the rocker. I need to find the old one. The old one that led me to glory needs to be resurfaced. I actually don't know where it is. I actually think, that's a lie. I think this is actually the card, but it has seen a lot better days. Hold on. This is the original card that led me to glory. Look at the state of that card. It was a paper card, not a plastic card, and I've had it for good luck ever since in my card wallet thing, And that is the card that led me to glory. Now 2 seasons ago when I got that top 4K rank. That's the card. Led me to glory. And this card led me to ruin. So maybe don't listen to the card. Taking a -6 to get the players I want. Kufau, Sabari, Bruno G, Mbappe. Let's see how the spectacularly this backfires. I don't mind it. Nice. Very nice. Yeah, no problem. Sorry, Scott. I've just realised that you've responded above. Yep. Yeah, no problem at all. Yeah. Do I switch for someone else, or do you think is good? Who are you switching? I can't comment if you don't tell me who you switch, mate. But nice to see you. I'm sure the real question is about to come up. Hopefully, with a little bit of luck, or maybe not. I'll wait with bated breath. He's going to just double check what he wanted to ask. Using a -3, do you reckon Verts to Elise or change my non-playing defender to Hakimi? Oh, Hakimi could be really good. Gabriel. I don't think Gabriel's a good pick. I know in FPL he's a good pick because the DC existed. It doesn't exist in World Cup Fantasy. And the way that Brazil play, I don't think Gabriel's actually going to be that good in the corners as well. So part of me says, if you're going to do a move there, it has to be Hakimi, because I feel like Hakimi could definitely get forward for Morocco and do something really good, particularly against Haiti in Matchday 3. And part of me thinks that Verts to Elise seems like a bit of a no-brainer, but that's just my honest opinion. Are there any updates around Estupiñán chat? Really need to know quick. No, I know nothing about him, other than the fact he didn't play in Matchday 1. Do I switch Verts for someone, or is he good? I prefer Musiala. I also prefer Sané. I'd be getting rid of Verts. That's just my personal opinion. Dean, when do you think is the best match day to use maximum captain, double captain? Match day 3. See, maximum captain's a weird one. So I used my maximum captain for the Club World Cup in the final. Now, I don't know what the mystery chip is, but if you don't have to use, if it makes sense not to use the mystery chip in the final, I actually think the maximum captain is best used in the final, because you don't know who's going to get the goals in a final, right? Like, that's just a fact. We don't know who will get the goals in a final. So for me, I feel like I'm going to save my maximum captain for the final, because then I don't have to worry about picking a captain and the game will give me the best captain. Like, I feel like that is the strategy with the maximum captain, because in every other match day, you can swap your captain, like between games, right? So you've got the opportunity to move it once, move it twice, move it 15 times during match day 1, 2, and 3. But in the final, you don't have the chance to do that. So I feel like the maximum captain, unless the mystery chip makes sense to play it in the final, makes a lot of sense to play it in the final. Hopefully that made sense. Drops Sabitzer, Calhoun, Ozabayan, Ryerson. Don't mind it. -3, Kimmich out for Kukuraya and oh my God. Upamecano. Oh my God, I'm not going to try and even say that again. I'd go Kukuraya. Estupiñán gets blocked by Nkapi, that's why. Fair. Drop Fernandez and Verts, big names, don't concern me in this format. Fair. Gyökeres to Valencia, Balogun. I'd go Balogun because I think the fixtures in general for USA are better over the next 2 than they are for Ecuador. I think Ecuador come into problems match day 3. They're playing Germany match day 3. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. I feel like that's correct. Yeah, they're not keeping a clean sheet match day 3. I don't think they do anything in match day 3. Vinny versus Haiti or Kane versus Ghana as 12 That's what I'm in, James Smith. I've weighed up Kane. You can see Kane's not in my team either. I just think that Haiti is a worse team than what Ghana is. That's my gut feel. Yeah. I'd do the -3, but I'd buy Balogun. For what it's worth, I think I'd actually keep Gyökeres. I think Gyökeres will be fine. Mystery chip is clean sheet shield. What's that about? What? So you get extra points for a clean sheet? Is that the play? In that case, it actually does make a bit of sense playing it in the final because of the fact that Most of the finals are normally 1-0, 2-0, 0-0. Is it for midfielders and defenders only, or is it like for the entire team? In two minds on it, finals good for the reasons you say, but finals tend to be low scoring. Last World Cup having a rare one, whereas in the early rounds you're going to get higher scoring mismatch. Yeah, that's fair. Laporte, but you can move your captain between games. I think that's the difference. Like, the only reason why I'd play it this match day would be because I don't know who would be better out of Elise and Mbappe. It might turn out that they both suck, and then I could just move it anyway to the next player that plays. So I feel like for me, it just makes more sense in a round where you don't have that ability. Laporte or Cucurella? Cucurella, for what it's worth, was playing literally as a left forward in that game for Spain. Like, I watched that game and I was like, how he did not get any kind of attacking return, I still don't know. I thought he was going to get multiple assists. I thought he was going to score. He literally was in the right spot where you want him to be for points. I would go with Krejci. I think Krejci's a better captain than Kufau in that particular game. Krejci's got really good goal for him. He's a bit of a unicorn in terms of defender. He's very good attacking wise. So I quite like Krejci as a captaincy first up. Obviously, I've got Schick, so I'm going Schick first up. Stick or twist is quite a headache if you've already scored decently. Yeah, my line of thinking is if you've scored under 10 points, you roll the dice. If you've scored 10 points and over, I'm probably sticking. That's why I ended up rolling multiple times, because I started with Vasquez, who ended up on 9, and I said that wasn't enough for me. I had to be at least 10. Then I went to Dest, and he also got 9. Then I went to McTominay, who's no longer in the team, and he was crap. Then I moved to Musiala, and he only got 8. Then I moved to Cucurella, he got 7. Went to Elise, he got 6. And then I ended up going to Haaland, and when Haaland got 17, I was like, well, I'm taking 17. And it turned out that was the correct move. You need to concede over 1 goal to lose your clean sheet. That's the clean sheet shield. I think it's just for defenders. You need to concede over 1 goal. So it need to be 2 goals. That's what kind of a chip is that? That's not an exciting chip. So you just do it in between games. So like I can't do it now because it's before the deadline. But essentially so the Czech Republic play now in 5 minutes time. They start playing against South Africa. At the end of that game, if Schick has done piss all like he did the first time round, which I captained him the first time round as well, it has to be said, I forgot about him, then all you have to do is click on another player and either sub out or press the captain button. It'll come up with a button here saying confirm, and just press the confirm button, and then that's your new captain. You can do it as many times as there's new games to do it in. Obviously, in the last match day, it's going to be a little bit more complicated because there's multiple games going on at once as the groups finish with both games going on at once, if that makes sense. Yeah, what Pet said. Bang on. Any improvements? GK Vargas, Galcinia, Defender, Majika, Brown, Wolf. Yeah, you're going heavy on Germany there. I don't mind it. Kukure, Kufal looks pretty good. Rafinha, Vinny, Bruno F, Elise, Bruno G, Gat. I like it. Mbappe came. Your team looks good. I think you're going to get a lot of points again this week. I think there's going to be a lot of points on offer again this week as well. It was also an easy decision for me, match day 1 for stick or twist. Yeah, I feel like under 10 points, I'm moving on. 10 points and over, I'm sticking with that captain, most likely. I feel 12 man might be best used for when you want more than the allocated amount of players to one country, which I suspect is more likely in later rounds. Yeah, but you're allowed more players from a team in later rounds. So in round 32, you're still only allowed 3, but then in the round of 16, you're allowed 4. Round of 8, with the quarterfinals, you're allowed 5, 6, and then 7. I think off the top of my head, I might have got that slightly wrong, but I don't think that's going to be an issue for 12 man later on down the line. I feel like it's better to be used in the group stages. That's my gut feel. Sold Ezebayel for Balogun. Sold Portugal defender for France defender. Will carry 1 transfer to match day 3, sitting on 103 points, but 12 man Haaland was a big help. Very nice. Who would you rather sell, Laurent or Stupiang to Doan? Probably a Stupiang. I feel like Laurent's actually a pretty good shout still. Great stream, man. Got to head out now, but really enjoyed this one compared to the other streams. Thank you very much, Chris Scoop. We do try to keep it a lot more interesting in here. The other players, the other people that do them literally run out of things to say. And, yeah, come back here for more. Who are you going to captain if Schick does nothing? So if Schick does nothing, I'm then going to move it on to whoever plays first out of Bruno G and Dest. If they both suck, I'll then move it on to Musiala again. If he's no good, I will move it to, I think Kukurea plays next. So I'll probably go to him. Then if he doesn't do anything, I don't know who plays first out of France and Norway. Whoever plays first, it'll be either Mbappe captain or Haaland captain, and then it'll be the other one if they suck. And then obviously I've got the last chance saloon of Bruno Fernandes, Munoz, and Diaz. It will probably be, I think Diaz plays first this time around, so it'll be Diaz, and then Bruno will be my last captaincy shout if it happened to go that way. Best case scenario for Max captain will be if in the final an underdog gets through and gets walloped in the final. Yep, exactly. But Laurent might be under threat from Porro. Really? This is what I didn't understand about England overnight. Like, you've got Pedro Porro, you've got DH spent. Why are people taking Tottenham assets to the World Cup? They finished fourth last. They were horrendous defensively. Like, it was just funny watching Spence come on. I'm like, which world did this dude do enough during the Premier League season when his team finished fourth last, narrowly avoided relegation on the last day, and we're entrusting him as the defense? What is going on? Like, some of the picks and the reasoning behind it with Tuchel really doesn't make any sense to me at all. But it is what it is, sadly. And that's just, yeah, that's that pretty much. We're about to tick over. We're officially into the last minute. You've got bugger all time. Make sure you've saved your team. There we go. We've officially hit midnight in Australia. I'm wrapping this up. I'm going to bed because I've got to wake up to watch a footy game at 3 a.m. and then go back to bed. Thank you very much for joining. Hopefully you get lots of points this week as well. We'll be back for some live watch-alongs on the weekend. We're going to Australia versus USA, so I'm going in soccer. But make sure you join back for that. Smash the sub button on the way out and the like button, and make sure you've done your thing. And thank you very much, D-Unit. Great stream per usual. Have a great night. I will. Just took a -15 hit. Get in, Jack. Hopefully it pays off somehow for some reason or another. Exactly. All right, that note, folks. Good night. Enjoy the football. I'll see you all on the weekend. Thanks for watching. The D-Unit is out. Make sure you go and check out Footium as well. They're sponsoring the channel throughout the entire world.